short-term bounce in the markets today, but right now, this is going to be a fool's bounce, and we're about to see some more downside to come. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video, because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty, traders, before we get started into this market update here, yesterday I opened up 5 spots, guys, to my coaching program, where you can get access to my entire coaching program and also the ability to actually trade with me every single day. It's by application only. That was 5 spots that I opened up yesterday. Today, there's actually 3 spots left. So if you want to get access to that, then click on that link in the description. It's go to johnsfreegift.com, get access to the free trading course. And on the very next page, there's the first training and also the application form to fill out. Again, I've got 3 spots left, guys. Yesterday, there was 5. There's 2 spots already been taken. Right now, there's 3 spots left. So go over there right now, go to johnsfreegift.com, or there's a link in the description. Click on that. That'll take you over to get access to the free trading course, which will help you. And then as soon as you put your email address in, on the very next page is going to be your first training and also the application form to fill out for us to actually talk on the phone. Let's get straight into the Dow Jones today. And the Dow Jones actually had a little bit of a bounce. And I actually titled yesterday's video, bounce coming, right? So I actually nailed the bounce. I said bounce coming, but it's going to be basically short-lived. And that's exactly what's happening right now. We're getting a bounce. And I believe it's going to be very, very short-lived in the markets through here. So right now, if we have a look at the Dow Jones on a short-term level basis, you can see the Dow Jones around that 32,500 level is indeed a strong area of resistance. So what we're probably likely to get out of this level through here is we're probably likely to get a move through there, that through there, and then we're probably likely to start to see maybe a bit of move up, and then we're likely to see a roll over, and then the free fall is probably likely to happen in the markets there, right? So this is what's happening on the Dow Jones from there, from that level through there. So again, I wouldn't be too surprised if this is a bit of a fake rally. We have a high, down, little rally up, lower high, down, up, lower high, and then we start to see the free fall in the good old stocky market. Move over now through to the S&P 500. And the S&P 500 is definitely having a bit of a again, movement to the upside. I believe it's going to be very short-lived from here. And we're definitely getting very close to sort of this area through here, which is that last little, you can see this area through here, right? So you had all this resistance through here, all that support level through there, had a bit of a bounce through there as well too. So that's where we're at right now. So what I would expect to see happening through here is I would expect to see possibly something like this. And once we definitely break that sort of that key area through there, that major level of support for me would be that area through there, right? Once we actually break that sort of 3,800 level on the S&P 500, then we're probably likely to see a movement on the downside and a bit of a free fall from there. So again, guys, do not be fooled by this thing here. Do not be saying, oh, well, the market's getting ready to go long. The market's very, very, very weak right now. Okay, we basically came down and made a major double bottom here, especially on these weekly charts. This is not conducive to a very strong bull market. So if you're like, oh, the market's going to go up, like Mr. Pickle's been saying, Mr. Pickle, where are you, Mr. Pickle? Right? So Mr. Pickle's been saying, then that's what's going on from there as well too. Let's go have a look at the Nasdaq. And the Nasdaq, once again, Nasdaq actually got a bit of a strong bounce today, like a bit of a bounce from there, as you can see. The Nasdaq is actually possibly the one that's generating possibly the much stronger moves out of this one here, right? So we have a look at this here. We have a look at that. We're still stuck in this overall sort of possibly like a flag formation, if you're going to call it that, right? So we're in this sort of flag formation potentially through there. Actually, can I create a parallel trend line out of that one? No, I can't. No. So it's just like that, right? So we're in this level through here right now. The big thing here I'm watching for on that there is, if I take everything off the screen, is the big thing I'm watching for is what does the Nasdaq do here, right? What does the Nasdaq do here? Does it actually hold this level, right? So this actually will keep everything off the screen there. Does it hold this level? So we have a lot of resistance through here, and then now we have this level through there, right? So do we hold it? And if we do roll over, then we're probably likely to continue down. I do believe that's going to happen because I believe this whole thing through here is one big false breakout. And I just had a coaching call with my clients today because I talk to them every day. Again, guys, if you're interested in actually joining my coaching program where I teach you my trading strategy, I give you my scanning process. I'm there every single week, and then also for your ability to actually trade live with me and watch me trade live every day. If that really interests you guys, as I said before, I did have 5 spots open up yesterday. There's been 2 already taken. There's 3 spots left. If you do want to be able to watch me trade live and how I get a massively high win-loss ratio and see the trades that I take every day and my investments, then click on that link in the description there, guys, or go to Johns, Johns, johnsfreegift.com. As soon as you go over to johnsfreegift.com, you're going to get access. You're going to get access to the trading course. As soon as you put your email address in, on the very next page, you're going to get access to your first training, which is going to help you. It's actually my number 1 trading strategy you're going to learn. And then also there's an application form there to fill it out to get access to that. So guys, do that right now. Do not miss out because I don't know how many more times I'm going to be opening up to get access to this. So we can see that that's what's going on through here, right? Big movement through there. Looking at the Russell. Now the Russell is, okay, let's actually do this here. So if I go to the Nasdaq, remember I said before, the Nasdaq is a false breakout. Whenever we get false breakouts, we tend to run to the other side of the next support level. If we have a look at the Russell, right? Look what actually happened with the Russell. What actually happened with the Russell? We had what? We had a false breakout pattern, right? Big false breakout. And where did it run to? It ran to the other side of the channel. And again, I was touching on just a minute ago that me and my private clients we're going over this pattern, how this pattern forms again and again and again and again and again and again in the markets. These false breakout patterns form and how you can trade them and so on and so forth from there. So that's what I'm noticing through there, guys, from that perspective, from there as well. If I go have a good look at gold as well too, gold is actually still powering up. Again, guys, I'm really surprised about how strong gold is, but that it's just showing me right now that what gold is actually doing is that we started off with a very big strong leg up from here. And then again, as you guys know, I called the pullback from here. We got the pullback. I was actually expecting more sideways movement. I was actually expecting possibly sideways movement from here and then maybe drop or then maybe start. But now we're actually getting a very strong move back up. Shows me that there's a lot of strength in gold here, and that sideways movement that I was expecting to get is just not going to happen from there. And also moving over now through to silver as well too. Silver's really had a big strong level bounce from here. And a bit of a tip for you guys as well too, if you guys that trade the markets, if the market goes down a lot, so if the market's been going down, and we get a little pullback through here, and then we get a big breakdown bar like that, do not be trading this here, right? If the market's already been going down a lot, and then you get a big breakdown bar, see through here, down, little pullback, a large bar. This here is what's called an end of trend move. It's more like an exhaustion move, and they suck people in big time with it. Same for the upside. If the market's going up, right? And then you get a little pullback from here, and it's just a real little pullback, and then you get a big large bar from there. The same for the upside is that this is generally here. This whole thing here is generally like an exhaustion move because we need a big pullback, right? Because a lot of times when the market will actually make like a really big strong move to the upside like here, right? And then you'll get a bit of a pullback, just a little pullback, and then you get another big up bar like that. And people are like, oh, it's a big up bar, it's a breakaway bar, and it might be breaking past 52-week highs or something like that. And then away it goes. And then what ends up happening, it actually reverses on you, just like it did here, right? People are like, oh, a big breakdown bar, it's going to continue, and then it completely reverses on you. Why? Because we've already been going down a lot. So if you ever do trade breakout bars and stuff like that, or big strong bars, the big key that you want to watch for is to not be getting so sucked into what is going on from that level there. So there we go, traders. That's what I wanted to share with you today. All in all, traders, just to finish off this video here, I really want to share with you that there's 3 major areas in your life that it's important for you to understand to become a really good trader. Okay, the first thing is your foundations to you actually doing well in the markets. The foundations is really what I call is like, what are you actually looking for, right? Like, what actually is your ideal setup? What actually goes into your number 1 high quality setup? For me, I have a massively high win-loss ratio. and because my system gets over a 90% success rate, right? It's actually very difficult to find a losing trade. And then what also, that's the first pillar. And then the second pillar is all about using your patience, right? And then having the ability to be able to be patient for those trades. If you can start to combine just those two alone, right? Just forget everything else. Where you have a really good trading setup and you know that works most of the time, but then you're patient for it and allow it to come through just those two pillars alone. If you can work on those two pillars alone, I promise you, that's what the top 1% traders actually do.